Hey, we're at one of my newest listings, 35 Hackberry Hill here in Orno, Minnesota. We're going to do an in-depth walkthrough of the property today. All the things we look at when we're looking at a home from inside, outside, what to consider when you're looking at a home that is flipped, all that good stuff. So we're actually going to start on the inside and finish up on the outside. So let's check it out. All right, so immediately you walk in and you have a coat closet right here. We know this house is a flip house, so we're not really expecting too much in here. Probably just painted white, and you have my junk in here too, but pretty standard here. Does have new 6-panel doors, hollow core. Again, flippers probably what they're going to use for the most part. Really don't need too much more, especially in a closet door. And as we walk in, we can see all new flooring, new trim, painted windows and stuff like that. So again, anytime I'm looking at a flip house, there's certain things I'm looking for that I might not in a regular house. One of the big ones is going to be trim. You can see they replaced all of the trim here. I love seeing that. A lot of flippers don't do that. They're just going to paint the old trim that was on there already. And I mean, that's just cheap and lazy. Another thing I'm going to look at here is our windows. A lot of times flippers aren't going to invest money on new windows. So we can see on this one that it is the original window, maybe not original, but probably not anything that was done by the flipper anytime very recently. But we can see from the logo here, it's an Andersen window. Andersen is a fantastic window brand here in Minnesota. So just taking a look at it, just knowing that it wasn't replaced, I'm just going to take a really good look over at it, make sure I don't see any cracking or signs of moisture intrusion, and I don't here. So just a fresh coat of paint, so probably nothing really to worry about here, which is always a good sign as well. Flooring here. Luxury vinyl plank flooring, very common in flip houses and even new construction now. We're seeing it pretty much everywhere. Judging by how it is attached, I'm guessing it's probably Evoque flooring, which is it's a really solid brand. It's actually what I put in my house as well. So good to see that light color. Really blends well with everything else they have going here. One thing they didn't add was any recessed lighting here. Would have been a nice touch for the flipper to put in some recess. I'm not surprised they didn't. It's kind of a pain to get up into crawl spaces and do that. I do see some recessed lighting in the background, so they may have added that. If they would have done that, it would have been nice to have it here in the living room, but they didn't. But the fact that it is up there shows that, hey, it's very doable and something you can do after the fact if you want to. So as we kind of progress to the house here, the kitchen spot. So I love looking at kitchens in flips. It's a spot that they tend to put a lot of money in. Kitchens and master bathrooms tend to be areas that flippers tend to put a lot of money in. So these tend to be some of the nicer spots in flip houses, and it's no different here in this one. Looks like they have all new cabinetry, which is, again, really awesome to see that they're not just painting cabinets or doing anything like that. They're actually putting in new stuff. And I always want to double check, do we have soft close? And we do have soft close cabinets. And we'll see if you have soft close drawers as well. And we do. Again, very awesome to see that they put the extra dollars in behind these things. And we can see just kind of the level of craftsmanship. You can see how those are joined together there. Anytime you see that, that's a sign of good cabinetry. If it's just kind of a flush one that's tied together or stapled together or something like that, tend to be a lower end cabinet. We have it cut out and attached. That means that they got some good cabs in here. So really nice to see, again, the flipper putting some high quality materials in here. We have a stone countertop, looks like quartz countertop. Really nice to see too. Typically these higher end quartz tends to be used a lot more than granite, kind of taking it over. I think it's a cleaner look. You can see in the backsplash too, they put some nice backsplash in. So awesome to see there. I do have a gas appliances, which I personally love. And then as we're kind of moving through this area, you can see it looks like they put some new windows in. These are vinyl windows. So it's nice to see when, again, houses are being flipped if they're putting in new windows. A lot of flippers don't. They just try to paint them, but these are vinyl. Let's see what brand on the side here. You can look on the side. J Weld, so that's your typical Menards brand window. But it looks like a nice double pane. Glad to see they did it. New faucet, and we'll see if they updated any plumbing under here as well. Looks pretty standard. Looks like a new garbage disposal, a new P-trap and stuff like that, which is pretty easy to do. Still glad they did it. Looks like we have some, yeah, just some copper underneath, so no PEX. It's always nice to see if they update to PEX, but always not. They don't need to, probably not going to, so nothing knocked there either. As we progress through, again, all new appliances. Got the GE here. Has the water filter on the inside, very common for new appliances right now. I actually have this exact same fridge at home. I do like it quite a bit. Has the ice maker, everything seems to be working fine here. Good to see there. And then this center island is pretty freaking awesome. You had kind of the accents on the side here at the darker wood. It does have the electrical here, which I love to see. It's not code anymore, but the flipper knows, hey, either it was here already, it's keep it, or, you know, let's bend the rules a little bit, put that in there. Everybody loves to see them on the side there. And then you do have room for bar stools or something underneath. So a great area to prep or sit, eat breakfast, all that jazz. And then some pretty awesome lighting above us here too. These really kind of gold accent tie in with the rest of the gold everywhere else. So nice to see they're not just haphazardly getting stuff. There's some thought behind everything that they're doing, and everything really ties together well. And again, these light fixtures, pretty cool. They're really popular right now. I like them. I think they're pretty modern. Again, just shows that they're not just getting the traditional cheap lights at Menards or Home Depot. Then you have this kind of spot here, great spot to put coats and whatnot as you're entering into the garage here. We'll do the garage a little bit later. But nice to see they have a little nook here. I'm curious what this used to be, but glad they were able to kind of use this space into something useful. And this house is a little bit quirky, where you have a kind of wood-burning fireplace here off the kitchen. Anytime you have a wood-burning fireplace in Minnesota, I'm going to have the same recommendation, and that is to put a camera up there, take a look at the flue. Minnesota are harsh climates. Really good chance there's a good crack in that thing and it's not very usable. So if you want to use it as a wood burner, put a camera up there. For the most part, convert them into gas or electric. You're going to be much happier, much less pain to deal with there. But good to see it's still here. It's in good condition. They probably put a new mantle on here, really ties this together really well. So glad that they kept this and are able to utilize it into a good space. And then we have a sliding glass door. This does look like an older sliding glass door again. Nothing that they replaced. Doesn't feel too breezy. I get a little bit of breeze. It is cold outside. In Minnesota, we're in a pretty cold patch right now, where we've been in the negatives this entire week, but I don't feel anything too crazy on here. But it is a door that they didn't replace. Again, most flippers aren't going to touch that. No real good ROI there, but you do have this great little screened-in porch right off of it. Looks in great condition. I don't see any rotted wood. I don't see anything. Looks like they have a new light fixture in there too. Glad they were able to do that, but no signs of rot or damage in there at all. Definitely want to take a look under the rug just to be sure, but looking very awesome in there. So let's continue on with the rest of the house, head into the bedroom areas here. All right, heading down, we have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms here. So off to the left is the first bathroom. Again, 6-panel hollow core door, going to be pretty standard on a flip. I know some people might want a heavier door, but that's pretty easy to do to replace a panel. So again, we have the gold accents everywhere. Glad the flipper is, again, thinking about how everything's carried through the house. We do have tile flooring. I know some flippers are putting in vinyl here. I'm glad that they did actual tile. And then as we go into the bathroom, one big thing to always pay attention to on flips is a ceiling fan. This one does have it. A lot of the old homes, they weren't built with ceiling fans, so you had to let the hot, moist air out using a window. Minnesota, that's not great. You don't want to do that when it's -30 out. You want to make sure you have a fan, so glad they have it. Not sure if it was originally here or if they put it in, but looks like a new fan nonetheless. You have a nice deep tub too. A lot of these older homes with the tubs, they're pretty shallow. You can't really lay down in them and enjoy your bath at all. So this one looks like they replaced the tub. It's like they redid the shower surround. They redid all of the plumbing here, the plumbing fixtures. So glad to see they did all of that. That's all taken care of. It's all taken care of for us. Nothing we need to worry about there, and you have some just nice storage area here that really ties together these light brown accents throughout the house. So awesome to see there. Doesn't look like they cut any corners in the bathroom, which is awesome. So as we're coming through the bedroom here, first bedroom, updated light fixture as well, which is nice. Updated windows again, love to see that. New trim, new carpet. Everything you want them to update, they updated. Even looks like a newer closet system in there. You can definitely add more if you want to over time. And we'll head back out here into the master bedroom.
Now we're entering into the primary bedroom here. You see plenty of space. You do have a closet off to the right here. And as we turn around, you actually have an additional walk-in closet as well as a primary bathroom here for a true ensuite. So this is a walk-in closet here in addition to the other one. Plenty of space, 2 windows, nice light. I could definitely add some more if you want shelving and whatnot if you want to here. You have some newer windows as well, which is nice to see. Updated light fixtures. Again, just a great attention to detail throughout the whole space here. And as we go into the bathroom, it's large space and you have updated tile on the floor and then some really cool accent tile in the shower. Again, don't see that a lot from flippers, typically just doing subway tile, but here we have the white tile, white grout, accent tile on the side there too. Nice black fixtures, looks really crisp and clean. And then updated vanity here as well. Would have been nice to see a dual vanity, but given the size, probably a little hard to do. Also on the ceiling there, you have the ceiling fan, which again is always great to see in these properties. A lot of people don't do them. Now we'll take our way downstairs here, check out what we have in the basement as we come through the house. All right, and heading on downstairs here. So right away you can see a door as we enter here, a closet door, or in this particular case, it's a well room. This house is on well water. If you're looking at homes in Minnesota, this is the kind of space for an old well to be that might be filled if they have city water, but this house still running on well water, but does have city sewer. And you have a nice big family space here. You got recessed lighting up above. Only one window, so it stays nice and dark, great for entertaining. And then you got 2 bedrooms down the end of the hall here. New egress windows put in, new doors, new trim, new recessed lighting, new pretty much everything here as well. So again, great to see, plenty of space here, good sized bedrooms in the basement, a little closet system here as well. Good storage, can make great guest bedroom or however you want to use it. And then across the hall here is the other bedroom. So we have 4 bedrooms in this house. New closet system, trim, windows, carpet again, everything pretty much new. You do have a drain clean out here on the floor. Things are kind of hard to hide, great place to put a bed, but you're going to see that in a handful of homes. Sometimes it's nice if they're just in the utility room, but this one is in the bedroom. And as we come down the family room here, we're going to have the utility room as well as a bathroom. Again, fully updated bathroom here. Great downstairs guest bathroom. Tile floors again. New vanity, new toilet, new shower, new everything. Very on trend. They made really good choices on what they picked here too. And you can see again on the tile done all the way up to the ceiling, which is great to see. And they do have that little bump out here that they tiled over as well. Again, just a great attention to detail. Very functional to do that. A lot of flippers might not do that and just leave it exposed drywall there, but it's nice to see that it's tiled up, ready to go. Can be very resilient to water there. So as we come through, new washer dryer. Great again to see in a flip house. A lot of times you're not even gonna get a washer and dryer. This one has brand new Samsungs. So awesome to see that they updated that. The house is ready for you to go. And then as we kind of flip through here, you have a little understairs storage, as well as you can see some discoloration in the concrete here. This is a drain tile system. If you're not familiar with it, it's a piping system that runs around the basement of your house, collects water, and then puts it into a sump well, and then shoots it out the house. So nice to see they have this. Pretty much every full basement, in my opinion, should probably have one. So great to see the flipper put this in. This looks like it was done pretty recently as well. So very rare to see a flipper take the time to do that, and this one did. So appliances here are looking in great shape. Given newer furnace, newer water heater, we can see the manufacturing date, brand new 2023, which is great. Again, a lot of times flippers aren't going to do that. They're going to use whatever's in there and hope it has life. But they took the time, updated the furnace and water heater on this one. So again, really completely turnkey on this house. A lot of things already taken care of for you. You do have a water softener here. It's a little on the older side. And then you have a drain stack here, which is half PVC, half cast iron. Great to see if it was all PVC like this, the white stuff here, but looks like they tied in, did some updates. Pretty common to see this style of home, this age of home. If it's not leaking or not broken, a lot of people aren't gonna take the time to fix it. So still see it's nice that there is some PVC. So all right, we'll head on out of the basement here. Head back upstairs. And we'll take a peek in the old garage here. So again, you have a garage right here as you walk into the house. We have this little nook here to put your coat and whatnot. And then we'll take a peek in the garage. Pretty standard 3-stall garage. You see some cracking on the floor here. Nothing too crazy. It's Minnesota. Anytime you have concrete, there's concrete that's going to crack and concrete that is cracking. And this one has cracked, but it's really not bad. You don't have any heaving, bowing. You don't have any separation. All concrete's basically going to crack at some point in time. And then moving through here, we have the electrical system set up. You see a box with a couple of sub panels. Would be nice to see this all combined into one panel, but not surprised they didn't do that. You have a couple of sub panels. Everything seems to be working fine there. Definitely want to get an inspection done there. But overall, garage is in great shape. No signs of moisture, no cracks in the trusses, anything like that. Again, just some minor cracking on the floor, which you're going to see in pretty much every home in Minnesota.
All right, so we're back outside here to finish this up. A couple things to really pay attention to on this house. You can see this sticking out of the ground right here. That's where your well is located. So it's really nice to see it on the front of the house. If you're going to do an addition or something that's located on the back of the house, can definitely affect your ability to do a couple of things. But with it being in the front, typically in Minnesota, people don't utilize their front yard very much, not doing a paver patio or anything out here for the most part. You can see siding. The bottom part of this is masonite siding. So typically, this is very, very commonly used. 60s and 70s kind of got away from it as it typically has asbestos in it. Like with most things with asbestos, you just don't want to disturb it. If you do disturb it, then you got to do a couple of things you got to pay attention to if you are taking it off and rewrapping it. But as long as it's there, typically a perfectly fine siding to use, and you can see it's actually in really good condition. I don't see it cracking or peeling or anything like that. Obviously, the homeowner painted it. And we get back into the backyard here. This is about 0.8 acres, so you do have some good space here. Overall, have a little bit of a backyard here. You see the air conditioning unit here looks pretty new, so that's always great. Both furnace and AC are in great condition here. The white pipe coming out of the house there is your sump pump. Pretty typical in Minnesota if you have a full basement to have a sump pump on it there, and that's just where it's going to discharge and come into your backyard here. So you want to make sure that's graded away from your house, which this one is. Doesn't seem to be running or anything right now either, and we have a lot of snow melting right now, so it's great to see that. For the most part, yard's looking pretty darn good. Fairly flat. We just got a bunch of melt here in Minnesota, so the fact that it's not pooling and muddy and mucky is really nice to see. Just lost my camera there. Readjust. We're good to go. Got a couple of sheds off to the side here, just straight storage area, which is nice. Got lawnmowers, anything like that. Great spot to put them here. You got the deck off the back. Again, in Minnesota, really like our decks for some reason. It's good. Spend a lot of time back there, especially how quiet and everything is back here as well. And then we have the outbuilding here, the garage. And I'll pop in there and take a look with everything there. All right, popping into the garage. You can see it does have a heater here, which is awesome if you're gonna have an outbuilding like this and you wanna use it in wintertime. Great to see that it has some form of heat. It does have 2 garage doors openers too, which is awesome. A lot of times in Minnesota, honestly, they don't have garage door openers. They're just kind of done by hand. But floors look great. No crazy cracking, no signs of water intrusion or anything like that. So really awesome to see here. And that's kind of the end of the property here. So, long, in-depth property tour here. This is kind of what you can expect touring a property with me. And this is, one of my listings here. So hopefully I gave you a couple of tips what to look for, especially if you're looking at a home that is being flipped. I want to really pay attention to the details, devil's in the details, and a lot of flippers don't pay attention to them. They try to get things done quickly. This one is not like that, which is obviously great to see. An awesome property here, and I'll catch you on the next one.